I am honored to be speaking to you today. And yes, you, right, the one who is listening to this. And I have led tech teams for most of my life. And it took me 16 years to embrace leadership like I did technology when I was a teenager. And I have personally created a life for myself and done things which I could never have dreamed of or imagined just a few years ago. And that is when I realized that I felt called to go out and help people choose leadership and create miracles in every area of their life. Like, to be a leader is a privilege. To take a stand for someone or something is a privilege. And people are hungry to be led today, be it in business, politics, or everyday life, right? The vacuum of leadership, the vacuum for leadership has never been greater than what it is today. So if you lead or manage people in any capacity, I want you to see that what a privilege that is. And I know that doesn't feel like that always, but I want you to know that most people who come into work today, they are not looking for advice. They are not looking for feedback or even work to do or to be told what to do. People want to be led, not managed. They want to make a difference, and leaders get to provide the leadership that transform people and their lives forever. And I do not believe that any other role or profession even comes close to making the kind of impact that being a leader does. And people, as I said earlier, are starving to be led by someone who can lead them and help their teams achieve everything that is important to them. People want their lives to matter, and that is what you and I get to do. We, you and me, get to provide meaning to what people do every day. Isn't that a privilege? No other role comes close. Powerful leadership create ripples of impact, which is lasting not just like for days, but sometimes even for generations, multiple generations in the future. And I have been in your shoes, and I have been a leader in startups as well as large corporations. So I know leadership can also feel like a thankless job. I know it can be really scary, confusing, and stressful. The only thing I want you to know is that you can get better and shine as a leader. As an introvert, I never thought I could do what I am doing today. So leadership is a learned skill, and you can get better. And very humbly speaking, I am one of the best in the world at what I do today. And I have done this day in and day out for the last 2 decades. So trust me when I say this, that you can become your best as a leader. You can fulfill your wildest dreams and more. And you can inspire people by your presence, by your actions, and by your words. You can become the leader that people want to follow rather than who people have to follow. For they get to do their best work and make a difference when you are the leader. That is what is possible for you. And no matter how you see yourself as a leader today, I want you to know that that future is possible for you. And I have helped hundreds like you surprise themselves by the results, by what they can do and achieve. So if you're struggling or have aspirations that seem out of grasp, reach out to me. If you want to achieve dreams that you haven't even dreamt yet, I want you to reach out to me. And I want you to know that you are in safe hands. I want you to know that what I do today, my whole life has been a preparation for that. And everything changed for me when I realized that I can use these skills to help a lot of people. It took me a while to get comfortable in my own skin and boldly saying what I can do and how I can help people. But today, I am willing to be bold. I am willing to embrace my gifts. Because what I do today is not about me, it is about you. It is about leading other people in a way that people are today hungry for. And one of the most unselfish and courageous things that you can do is to embrace the difference that you can get to make as a leader. So stop hiding yourself, stop playing small, stop playing safe, and stop beating yourself up like we all do that as leaders. Stop doubting yourself. Embrace the fact that you have one of the most honorable and impactful roles in the world as a leader, whether you lead a family, a small team, or an entire company. And leadership, it starts with helping others see that more is possible for them than they currently see for themselves. And that starts with you seeing that more is possible for you. And as leaders, we get to help people see that. We get to help people go after their wildest dreams, dreams that matter to them. And we all have people in our lives from the past who have done that for us. We can never forget those people who believed in us when nobody else did, or showed us what is possible for us. And maybe that was a parent, that was a coach, that was a manager, colleague, a sibling, or even a total stranger for you. And we all are where we are today because leaders, people like that, have showed up in our lives when we didn't even knew we needed them. And that is what we get to do as leaders, to help people see what is possible for them and to get them started on their way. We, you and I as leaders, get to leave people with more inspiration and possibility for their own future than they first met us. That is what we get to do. That is what leadership is. And sometimes all people need is one person in their corner who can help them see what is possible for them and that their dreams are worth fighting for. And if I ever get the opportunity to lead or coach you, I can promise you that I will challenge you more than you have ever been before, while also supporting you more than you have ever felt supported. And it is the same for your people. They want to be challenged. They want to be shown what is possible. And why do we do that? Not for the sake of challenging them, but because we believe in them. We genuinely believe in them. And we see possibilities in them or for their lives that they do not see themselves. That's what being a leader means. And I want you to know that no matter what happens, you can always count on me to do just that. And whether we ever work together or not, I will never give up on you. You can count on me for that. If we ever meet and get to interact, you can count on me that I will show up in every conversation, treating you as the most important person in my life. I don't know of any other role or profession that has more influence on transforming somebody else's life, both inside and outside of work, than being a leader. Now, the only question is, do you see it that way? Does your team see it that way? And what we get to do as leaders is so much bigger than the business results, revenue, or money that we produce. It is about showing people what is possible for them. It is about touching lives. It is about sharing our gifts of listening, of challenging people, of providing support with those around you. And that is what my life is about, guiding you to become an impactful leader in the areas that matter to you. That this is the best and most honorable job that I get to do. So thank you for listening to me. Thank you for letting me speak to you directly and from my heart today.